Beneath our feet and beyond our shores, nature's most devastating forces are silently building disasters of such magnitude that they could rewrite our future in a matter of moments. From a supervolcano that could plunge the planet into darkness, to a tsunami wave that could swallow entire coastlines, these 5 mega-disasters represent humanity's most terrifying showdown with nature. Will our species, so accustomed to its dominance, be able to withstand the full fury of a planet in upheaval? Deep beneath the Earth's surface, in a realm of unimaginable heat and pressure, lie sleeping giants. These are not the volcanoes of our imagination, spewing fiery rivers of lava. These are supervolcanoes, capable of eruptions that dwarf any volcanic event in human history. Imagine an eruption so colossal that it could blanket the skies with ash, blocking out the sun and plunging the world into a volcanic winter. Temperatures plummet, crops fail, and civilization as we know it grinds to a halt. One such slumbering giant rests beneath Yellowstone National Park in the United States. Its caldera, a vast crater left behind by a previous eruption, spans an area larger than some countries. Scientists estimate that a full-scale eruption of Yellowstone could eject over 240 cubic miles of volcanic material into the atmosphere, more than 1,000 times the volume of the 1980 Mount Street Helens eruption. The impact would be global. Ash clouds would circle the globe, disrupting air travel and blocking sunlight, leading to a significant drop in global temperatures. The resulting volcanic winter could last for years, devastating agriculture and leading to widespread famine. Pyroclastic flows, superheated avalanches of gas and ash traveling at hundreds of miles per hour, would incinerate everything in their path for hundreds of miles around the eruption site. The ash itself would pose a significant threat, blanketing the landscape, collapsing roofs, and contaminating water supplies. While we cannot prevent these eruptions, understanding their potential impact is crucial for preparing for such an event and mitigating the catastrophic consequences should one occur. The ocean, a source of life and beauty, also harbors a terrifying power. The power to unleash colossal waves that can travel thousands of miles across open ocean, striking coastlines with unimaginable force, reshaping the very landscape in their wake. These are not the tsunamis we occasionally hear about in the news, these are mega-tsunamis, towering walls of water dwarfing anything witnessed in recorded history. Imagine a towering wall of water, hundreds of feet high, crashing onto a densely populated coastline. Buildings crumble, bridges collapse, and entire cities are swallowed beneath the relentless surge. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, as devastating as it was, pales in comparison to the potential scale of a mega-tsunami. One potential trigger for such a catastrophic event lies off the coast of Africa, the Cumbre Vieja volcano on the island of La Palma in the Canary Islands. Geological studies suggest that a future eruption of Cumbre Vieja could cause a massive landslide, sending millions of tons of rock hurtling into the Atlantic Ocean. The resulting displacement of water would generate a mega-tsunami, with waves potentially reaching heights of over 300 feet. Traveling across the Atlantic at speeds exceeding 500 miles per hour, these monstrous waves would have devastating consequences for coastal communities on both sides of the ocean. The eastern coast of the United States, the Caribbean islands, and even parts of South America would be in the path of this watery onslaught. The impact would be catastrophic, widespread devastation, millions of lives lost, and trillions of dollars in damage. By understanding the science behind these events and developing early warning systems, we can hope to mitigate the impact of these colossal waves and protect vulnerable communities around the world. Preparedness and education are key in ensuring that when the unthinkable happens, we are ready to face it head-on. For millennia, humans have gazed up at the night sky, filled with wonder and awe. The twinkling stars and the vast expanse of the cosmos have always sparked our curiosity and imagination. But the vastness of space holds not just beauty, but also a chilling threat, the potential for a catastrophic asteroid impact. These celestial bodies, remnants from the formation of our solar system, can pose a significant danger. It is a threat that has visited our planet before, with devastating consequences. Throughout Earth's history, asteroid impacts have caused massive destruction and altered the course of life. Imagine a colossal rock, miles wide, hurtling towards Earth at unimaginable speed. The sheer force of such an impact is beyond our comprehension. The impact would release an unimaginable amount of energy, dwarfing the power of all nuclear weapons combined. The explosion would be so powerful that it would create a crater miles wide and send shockwaves around the globe. The consequences would be global and immediate, reshaping our planet in a matter of hours. The initial impact would cause massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and wildfires, devastating entire regions. The evidence of past impacts is etched into the Earth itself. Geological layers and ancient craters tell the story of these catastrophic events. The Chicxulub crater in Mexico, measuring over 110 miles in diameter, is a stark reminder of the destructive power of an asteroid impact. This massive crater is a testament to the force of the collision. The impact that created this crater 66 million years ago is believed to have triggered the extinction of the dinosaurs, wiping out an estimated 76% of all plant and animal species on Earth. This event reshaped the course of evolution. A similar impact today would have catastrophic consequences for human civilization. Our cities and infrastructure would be obliterated, and the loss of life would be unimaginable. The initial impact would trigger earthquakes, tsunamis, and wildfires on a global scale. The destruction would be widespread and indiscriminate. Millions would perish in an instant. The immediate aftermath would be chaos and despair as survivors struggled to cope with the devastation. The impact would eject massive amounts of dust and debris into the atmosphere, blocking out sunlight and plunging the planet into a state of perpetual twilight. This impact winter would have severe consequences for the climate. This impact winter could last for years, disrupting plant growth, collapsing food chains, and leading to widespread famine. The long-term effects on the environment and human society would be profound. While the probability of such an event is low, the potential consequences are so catastrophic that we cannot afford to ignore the risk. It is crucial to invest in research and technology to mitigate this threat. Thankfully, scientists around the world are actively monitoring the skies, searching for potential threats, and developing technologies that could one day deflect an asteroid on a collision course with Earth. Their work is our best hope for preventing such a disaster. Beneath the seemingly solid ground beneath our feet lies a network of massive tectonic plates, constantly shifting and grinding against each other. These plates, which make up the Earth's lithosphere, float atop the semi-fluid asthenosphere, moving at a rate of mere centimeters per year. Yet, their interactions can have profound effects on the surface. The immense pressure that builds along these fault lines can be released in an instant, unleashing the terrifying power of earthquakes. This sudden release of energy sends shockwaves through the Earth, shaking the ground and everything on it. While we experience minor tremors as a matter of course, the potential for a truly catastrophic earthquake is a stark reality in many parts of the world. These minor quakes serve as a reminder of the immense forces at play beneath our feet. Imagine the ground beneath a major city begins to shake violently, buildings sway precariously, and the very streets we walk on buckle and rupture. The chaos that ensues is a testament to the raw power of nature. This is the terrifying reality of a major earthquake, an event that can unleash unimaginable destruction in a matter of seconds. The structural integrity of buildings is put to the ultimate test, often with devastating results. The San Andreas Fault, an 800-mile-long fracture that runs along the length of California, is one such ticking time bomb. This fault line is notorious for its potential to produce massive earthquakes. Scientists estimate that a major earthquake along this fault line could have a magnitude of 8.0 or higher, releasing 30 times more energy than the 1906 San Francisco earthquake that devastated the city. Such an event would be catastrophic. The impact of such an earthquake would be catastrophic. Entire neighborhoods could be reduced to rubble, and the infrastructure we rely on daily would be severely compromised. Buildings would crumble, bridges would collapse, and fires would erupt as gas lines rupture and electrical systems fail. The immediate aftermath would be a scene of utter devastation. The loss of life would be staggering, with thousands potentially trapped beneath rubble or killed by falling debris. Emergency services would be overwhelmed, struggling to respond to the sheer scale of the disaster. The earthquake would trigger a cascade of secondary disasters, including landslides, tsunamis, and widespread infrastructure failure. These secondary effects can often be as deadly as the initial quake. Water supplies would be contaminated, communication networks would be crippled, and transportation systems would grind to a halt. The disruption to daily life would be profound and long-lasting. The aftermath of a major earthquake would be a scene of unimaginable chaos and devastation. Communities would be left to pick up the pieces, facing a long and arduous recovery process. Strengthening building codes, improving infrastructure, and educating the public about earthquake preparedness are crucial steps in reducing the potential for loss of life and property damage. By taking these measures, we can better protect ourselves against the inevitable forces of nature. In a world increasingly interconnected, a new threat lurks, invisible to the naked eye, yet with the potential to disrupt our lives on a global scale. This is the threat of a pandemic, a highly contagious and deadly disease that can spread rapidly across borders, overwhelming healthcare systems and causing widespread panic and societal breakdown. Imagine a world where a new, highly contagious virus emerges, spreading rapidly through human populations. Symptoms appear quickly, overwhelming hospitals and leading to widespread shortages of medical supplies and personnel. Fear and uncertainty grip the world as the death toll mounts. The 1918 influenza pandemic, which killed an estimated 50 million people worldwide, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating potential of a global pandemic. In a matter of months, the virus spread across the globe, infecting millions and leaving a trail of death and despair in its wake. A similar pandemic today could have even more devastating consequences given the ease of global travel and the interconnectedness of our world. A highly contagious virus could spread rapidly through air travel, infecting millions before effective containment measures could be put in place. The economic impact of a pandemic would be profound. Businesses would be forced to close, schools would be shuttered, and global trade would grind to a halt as countries implement travel restrictions and quarantine measures. The financial markets would plummet, and the global economy would be plunged into recession. The social fabric of society would be tested as fear and panic lead to social unrest and widespread distrust. Investing in public health infrastructure, developing effective vaccines and antiviral treatments, and strengthening global cooperation are crucial steps in preparing for the inevitable. As we have seen, the Earth is a place of both breathtaking beauty and terrifying power. The very forces that created our planet and sustain life also have the potential to unleash unimaginable destruction. The question is not if these events will occur, but when and how prepared we will be when they do. By understanding the risks, by investing in scientific research and technological innovation, and by working together as a global community, we can mitigate the impact of these potential disasters and build a more resilient future for all humankind. The survival of our species depends on it.